Right, give me 2 minutes. I'm just finishing setting up. I won't be long. Hello. Let me know if you can hear this okay. Testing. It's been a while since I've sat here and done my microphone. Right, okay, let me just get into the live chat. See who's here. We got 36 watching. I've not done a stream, one of these sort of streams, in a while that isn't just sat outside. So I'm not expecting many people to come in. YouTube probably won't notify people. I don't know. But yeah, I'm live. Yeah, thank you. I can see Tyrone in the house. I can see Debs, David, Murphy. Hello. We've got the beautiful Ellen in the house. Big up, Ellen. I've done the settings for you, my lovely. I can do them. I'm on my laptop, so I can do it all. And I've got my phone next to me. So Mouse is in the house. Mel's in the house. That was crazy the other night, Mouse. Poor Ricky. Ricky Millwall got banned. And he didn't do anything. He was trying to explain that you were banned by somebody else. Anyway, it was a bit of a mess, but I hope to God that it's all sorted out now, Mouse. Justice for Ricky. We got Rolo. Is it Rolo? Hello, Gary R. Got Miss Dog Lover. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. So I do want to try and get back to this. I want to try and get back to doing some news and true crime and stuff. Anyway, but then this breaking news, this broke like an hour ago. And I did actually have it set up for a bit later because I was waiting for the hospital to ring. Hospital rang me early. I'll update you all on that on a separate stream because this isn't about that. So I brought it forward. So here we go. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a developing story. There's been some stabbings in London today, in East London. The guy had a sword. Now, they're saying it's not terror related. The Sun have accidentally shown the guy's face. Okay, they blurred it out, and then the blurring disappeared for a brief moment. So I managed to get a shot of his face. To me, he looks sort of Albanian or just Eastern European. He doesn't, I don't know what nationality he is or whether it's terror related. My guess, I'm going to hazard a guess, is he's Eastern European. Whether he's been declined for his, asylum, I don't know. And the only reason why I say that is because there's been so many attacks. It's not racist to... That's Oscar. Can you hear him throwing his bowl around? This is what he does. Oscar throws his bowl around all the time for no reason. He's got food in it. It's a little sod. Oscar. I think he wants his water daddy doing. Right then. So we're going to get the latest up now. I'm going to... Yeah, so it does look sort of like Eastern European because in the past, we've had these attacks happen, haven't we? And it's often been because of a failed asylum application. If you remember last year, the Nottingham stabbings, that crazy guy who never even went to prison, that crazy guy who ended up killing 3 people, innocent people, because he'd been turned down for asylum and he wasn't happy. This is the thing. It's like the guy in Reading. 3 gay men were stabbed. I think that was in 2022, again, by an asylum seeker. So when people say you're being racist because you're assuming that it's an asylum seeker, well, these things usually are, okay? Usually are. It might not be on this occasion, but we have to keep an open mind. So we're going to have a look now at this guy and what happened. So this is still breaking. I'm so sorry about all the racket in the background. You probably just deafened the whole bloody channel. I don't know what that was. Al's just dropped something on the floor, so apologies for that. Okay, so this is the guy. Now the sun are actually showing his face again now. So sword horror. And we're going to watch the video. So if you are easily upset, I'd say don't watch. I don't think we see any actual stabbings, but we might end up, you know, it might be a bit distressing. Please hit the like if you enjoy the content. Hi Kaz. Yeah, London is terrible. MK Ultra, welcoming Loza B Jules. Welcoming everybody. Come on in. It's just terrible what's happening, isn't it, to this country? But it does look like a sword, and they're saying it's a sword on the news. I'm just gonna put the news on in the background in case there's any updates, if I can find the remote. Apparently there's going to be a press conference in the next few minutes, so I will be bringing that to you live. So let me just get that up ready. There is going to be a press conference. So just bear with me a sec, guys. So this was a really impromptu stream. I did have it for, I bought it for by an hour because I say I spoke to the, I'd already spoken to the hospital. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to leave that running in the background, and as soon as it comes on, I'll bring that to you, the press conference. Okay, so this guy, this is the most bizarre video ever. So if you are easily upset, don't watch. Can you take Nini Wig out as well, please? You know what I don't get about this? Just stop it there, Seth. The person filming this, the police are already aware of him, I'm guessing, because there's police everywhere, and yet he's just running around going to houses, and then no one's doing anything. No armed police as well. He was tasered. Look, he's still at it. Look. Yeah, he's got that sort of Eastern European look. So if you look here, bless you. I'm so sorry about all the racket. It's really not very good, but there's nothing I can do about it. Al's being really loud today. So if you look here, there's buses, there's people at the bus stop, and this person, the people just stood there at the bus stop. I don't think they realise what is going on. The police are obviously aware of the situation, but I don't think they know that he's in that garden because they just stood there. Watch, they just stood there. Why? No one's going to this guy. He's just this. Here we go. So this is the other end of the street. Oh, for God's sake! So I'm gonna watch. We're gonna watch this again, okay? There's nothing distressing. So there's the ambulance there, right? And he's just, no one's doing anything. The police are up. There's a police car, and he's just allowed to look. He's going to that house now and stab somebody else, and people are screaming at him to stop. Where are the police? People just stood there at a bus stop, oblivious. I don't know. Let me get back into chat. I'm just like, I just can't believe that this is happening and no one's doing anything. All I can hear is bloody dogs scratching at doors and stuff. Right, I'm going to put the link in. Hi, Saskia. We need armed police in this country. We need to be allowed to have guns. Yet 2 officers were attacked. But the thing is, where are the armed police? Where are they? You know? We are waiting for a press conference, guys. As soon as that happens, I'll be bringing it to you live. So I'll be literally flicking straight over. But while we're waiting for that, so this is a shocking moment. A man Just hold on a minute. I don't know what's going on with the dog. Sorry, I'm here now. It's a joke, isn't it? Now, personally, I honestly believe that we should be having guns. Obviously, you have to go through checks like in America, and the police should have guns. I think all police should carry guns. I really do. And people will think that I'm being, you shouldn't be saying that because the police can't be trusted. And I agree the police can't be trusted. But in cases like this, when you've got a psychopath or whatever is a terrorist, I don't know, running around with a huge sword, stabbing people, including 2 police officers. Thank you for reminding me about that. There's something needs to be done, and they had to taser him. Now, to do a taser, you've got to get close. How can you taser somebody who's got a massive sword? There is no blood on his sword. So was this before he stabbed people? We don't know. This footage could have been taken when they've just seen him. But you've got fire engines on the video. It's really bizarre. Is this another false flag? Is this because they're on about now banning knives and swords and stuff. That at the moment you can literally buy stuff like this. Is this another Dunblane? Now, if you remember the Dunblane, like I don't want to go into it too much. It is still very raw, and even though it was like 30 years ago, but Dunblane happened, one school shooting, and the entire handguns get banned in the UK. But what's interesting is not in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland, you can still have a handgun. Why is that? Because there's no trouble in Ireland anymore. There's more trouble here. So it says videos from the scene in Redbridge near Essex. So it's not in London town, London centre. Okay, we're still waiting for this press conference. I will be flicking straight over to it when it comes in. Met Police, they were called around 7 a.m. this morning to reports a vehicle had been driven into a house in the Thurlow Gardens area. Do we have anybody in that area? Is everybody safe? People were reportedly stabbed at the property. So he drove it into a house, stabbed people at the property before the man went on to attack other members of the public and 2 police officers. 5 victims were rushed to hospital. We were told 7. It's now 5. I'm just going to see if there's any more. This is Cairns, London, by the way. This is where the police were politicised and turned into these namby-pamby, taking the knee and dressing up in pink for Pride Month and all this shit. This is what's happened. We're an absolute laughing stock. They do keep us safe. I'll be doing a vote actually after this. Hi, Lily Bell. I agree, Tam. Is it Tams? Tom's 23. I agree. Hello, Irish Raider. How you doing, my friend? So we're just waiting for this press conference to come on, and then we'll get a proper update. The underground has been locked down all morning as cops declared a critical incident. Now, why would they shut the underground down? This is near Essex. This is northeast London. It's not in the centre of London. One local who did not want to be named, don't blame him either, who told the Sun newspaper he was standing across the road from where the arrest happened. The concerned dad recalled seeing 5 officers pin the man to the ground as he was shouting out. He was then carried into the back of a van. Now, all of the, my conspiracy brain, because I question everything. People laugh. I don't care. I question everything. And then once I've looked at all the different options at what could be going on, I come with the probability. And at the moment, we don't have many details. So all of the options in my brain are on the table. Was this a terrorist attack? Was this just a drug deal gone wrong? Was this a case of MK Ultra guy being activated? And people can laugh, right? People can laugh, but you don't know, do you? You don't know, is this to try and stop the sale of machetes and swords, you know. Yeah, exactly. I agree, 4D. I agree. The government got us here. Khan is just the icing on the cake for them in London. But I do believe, if the thing is right, humans are always going to find a way around stuff, right? So at the end of the day, if they take guns away, the guy seemed unnatural. He could have been on drugs. He could have, I know people can laugh, but he could have been MK Ultra and have activated him. You don't know. People say that's a conspiracy. Actually, no, it isn't. It's been disclosed. It happened. It happened. And it still goes on. Hello, the 4D. Welcome. So is Jane here? I don't know. I didn't see Jane come in. If Jane is here. Oh, there she is. Hello, Jane, my love. How you doing, sweetie? Who else is here? Yeah, it is. And it's all come out, you know. It's not a conspiracy anymore. We've been saying it for years and they declassified it. They said that it stopped. It didn't stop, in my opinion. So is this a case of they want to stop something? Because if you remember a couple of years ago, there was that person who broke into the palace, wasn't there, in Buckingham Palace, and the Queen was in, and he had some big ass sword, and they were saying then that they wanted to ban the sale of knives and stuff, crossbows. Sorry, remember in the UK you can buy a crossbow, you can buy a crossbow, you can buy knives and stuff, and this is where people are going now. If you want protection now, you can't buy a gun legally, but you can buy an air rifle, and you can get, I know it's not the same as a gun, but you can get very powerful ones in England. In Scotland, you can't even get an air rifle. Manchurian candidate says orange. That's a very good point. I don't know what that means. Just Jules, is that? I don't know what that means. Anyone know what that means? Jane, could you Google it, please? So we're just waiting for this press conference to come on, and we're just getting the latest. So I'm going to get that ready in the background. So just bear with me. I'm just going to grab this up. Just give me a moment. I'm going to run GB News in the background. Just give me a sec. Huh? Okay, so I'm going to leave this running in the background without the sound on, with the sound off. And as soon as that press conference goes, we're gonna play it. Okay, so I've just left it there. Yeah, it's concerning, isn't it? I don't know what you guys are thinking. Hello, Amethyst. Hello, everybody. I'll probably pop outside in a bit as well. But yeah, you can just about see that in the background. It's a breaking story. Jane, did you Google what that means? Hello, Saskia. How you doing, Amethyst? Just while we're waiting for that as well, I will be doing a stream with an update on the body with the torso. I'm not sure what channel that will be on yet, but I do want to get an update on that. And this video I mentioned doing a video about the 4 horsemen. That is so bizarre. That I've been watching it again and again today, and that it looks like someone's dipped the horse in paint. It's foreign. They have like an Eastern European look to them. But again, you know, hello, Mara love. I don't want to blame anybody, and people, you know, always jump to conclusions. It's terrorism. Hello, Sassy. We can see that it's not, it doesn't look like someone from the Middle East, for example, or an African who traditionally have done these sort of things. Sorry, everyone, it was my granddaughter. Oh, okay, that was funny. Well done, granddaughter. You managed to put some. Yeah, non-Arabs are white too. I think just from looking at him that he had a Eastern. I might be wrong. I don't know. Right then. So, what do people think though? The three horsemen of those horses was something. I don't know what. I've been rewatching the video over and over again, and I've not put a video out because I don't want to put a video out without me having an opinion on it. I need to give you an opinion of what I think's going on, and I just don't know. It's a beautiful day. It's gorgeous outside in Yorkshire. Ninny-Wig's out, I think, and we will be going out. So I'll be popping out shortly. I'll probably do a short stream outside. We're just waiting for this press conference. While we're waiting for that, I'll just see if there's any further updates. So this is what we know so far. Cops raced to an area, I don't know, Hainault. Do we have anybody in Essex here? Just let us know. After car was driven into a house. Reports of multiple people stabbed, including 2 police officers. So I can only imagine the car drove into the house and the occupants or the neighbours rang the police. The police went there. 2 police officers must have gone there. They got stabbed. Now, if police had guns, this wouldn't have happened. Those officers wouldn't have been stabbed. The police had guns because they wouldn't have even needed to get that close to him. So the tube station at is it Hainault? I'm not sure. I've never heard of that place. Was excuse me, was closed. What a strange looking police officer. Look. It looks like that Benjamin Button. Look, you'll see him in a minute. Him here. I'll take the comments down. Al said don't show that, but I've not got any sound on, and I'll be taking it off in a minute. He looks like that Benjamin Butterworth when he has his little look at him. When that okay, thank you, Mara. He looks like that Benjamin Butterworth, that lefty guy when he grows his little mustache. I've only heard of it as an underground station, says Debbie. Yeah, apparently it's part of the London Underground. He just doesn't look old enough, does he? He looks like he's just come out of short trousers and he's like painted a little mustache on. I don't know. It's just me. That's just anyway. I'm going to take that off now. I've got to be careful because obviously in the background things running and copyright and stuff like that. But I'm not a monetized channel, so they can't take the old monetization away because I don't have it. If cops had guns, exactly, Jane, you would be dead, or they could have at least shot. I think I'm getting Jack's cold now. Excuse me. Hello, honeysuckle. The police recruit children now. It seems so, doesn't it? Years ago, you couldn't get into the police unless you were uber fit and below a certain weight, no tattoos, and you had to look smart. Now they look like they've just rolled out of bed. Who's keeping an eye on the Ginster? Al's outside, don't worry. He's in. I don't even know whether he's took him out yet. So we're just waiting for this press conference. So I just can't get my head around this. How they didn't bring in armed police. So it says here the suspect was 36. He remains in hospital. Ambulance confirmed 5 people raced to hospital. Another eyewitness called Evelina Dalu. It's a nice name. When I woke up, I looked out of my window. The police were shouting, "Get down, get down." They were screaming at him to stop resisting. It took 6 or 7 people to get him down, and a lady police officer too. He was moving his legs and trying to get out. They had to carry him to the car. Because he was tied up, he had to be carried. The police started picking things up and putting them in evidence bags, but there wasn't much emotion on his face. I think he was trying to run away, but got caught here. Pics show police vans, ambulances and fire crews. Why were the fire crews there? They remain parked up. No, Ninny-Wig's not out yet. Ninny! It says 2 police helicopters were deployed and continue to circle ahead. The condition of those attacked is not yet known. So obviously I'm hoping we'll get an update when we get the press conference. Police to give update shortly. We're just waiting on that. So while we're waiting for the police, I'm just going to carry on going through this. I just wanted to get that ready in the background so I can quickly flick over. So why he did what he did, we don't know. But what I don't get is that the Sun newspaper is showing the guy's face. Now, surely, hello, Glenn, big up, Glenn. Surely, by showing the guy's face, he's now just a suspect. Even though it's obvious it's him, the way the law works is innocent till proven guilty. So even though you can physically see someone doing a crime, they still have to go into court and get convicted. So surely by showing this guy's face, this is why I've blurred it out on my thumbnail, the Sun is showing it. So isn't that going to mess up any prosecution, or is it just me? Well, look what the cat dragged in. Yeah, it's that terrorist, that leg man, Wilson the leg man. We're still blue. You had to be above a certain height. Yeah, I remember. Hello, Daniela. I remember when I used to have this neighbor, really, really nice girl. We used to be good friends. I'm going back, what, 20 years now? And I remember she come round one day. She's the one that got me into rabbits, by the way, just saying. And I was looking after Fluffy for her. She come round to pick Fluffy up. She'd been on holiday. I says, do you want a drink? No, I can't have a drink. I says, what about a glass of juice? No. What about some cordial? No. She says, can I have some water? And she weren't fat. This girl was not fat, okay? And I said, yeah, but I've got tea, coffee, And she said, I can't have any calories today. And I said, what? You can't have a cup of tea or a glass of, high ginger ale? And she said, no, because her husband was a police officer. He'd just got in. She wanted to get in. And they told her she was too fat. She wasn't fat. She was probably a size 12 to 14, if that, 12 in the UK, which is a size 6 to 8 in America. She wasn't fat at all. And they told her that unless she lost another, I think it was half a stone, she wasn't allowed to even complete her police training. I also found out that the police, this is another thing, I don't know whether this is still current, let me know if you know, guys. The police have to buy their own stab vests at £500. This was back in the 90s, so I don't know. The police have to buy their own stab vest. They're not even given a stab vest. But again, this might be different now. I don't know. I had to get this bad for the people to see. That little copper looks like, yeah, Matt Lucas. It doesn't look, it looks like an actor. The whole thing, and people call us conspiracy theorists. Well, why does everything look so contrived on the TV? So we are still waiting, but they're saying it's not terror related. What about buying the stab vest? This was in 1998, guys. No, 98, 98, 99. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Please hit the like if you enjoy the content or the dislike. But anyone, if you want to go and Google Benjamin Butterworth with a mustache, you'll see what I'm talking about. Actually, I'm going to get a picture up now while we're waiting. I hope to God that Katie Forbes runs for the SNP. She nearly won last time. She's a common sense politician in Scotland. Old Sausage Fingers has been out today as well. Someone's probably pushed over the edge. The fact that they targeted a house is looking more likely it wasn't just a random attack. It was, targeted for a drug deal gone wrong, or is that weird noise? I don't know what that was. Right, while we're waiting for that, so in the background, as soon as that screen, what you're seeing now, flicks over, we'll be going straight to the press conference. Okay, so I'm just getting up a picture of Benjamin Butterworth, right, with his when he's got a mustache. And then I'm going to show you while we're waiting for shits and giggles, guys. Shits and giggles. He's a funny looking thing, isn't he? He's a lefty, but, you know. I do agree with a few lefty things, just not a lot. Right, okay. He looks like a little kid who shouldn't have a mustache. Right. Come on, police, give us an update. I don't know what's going on out there. Right, okay, we're going to look at this copper's face quickly. Here we go. Benjamin Butterworth. There he is. Let's get it up bigger. Anyone think that that looks like that copper? Always far right, never far wrong, says left of the zero. Is that you, Provi? That looks like him, doesn't it? That is him. That is him. Okay, let's get this back up now. So we're just waiting, folks. We're just waiting for an update from the police. Run that in the background. I don't want to get in trouble. It is, isn't it? It's him. Big up, Provi. How you doing, mate? Matt Garney playing dress up. Glenn says you would look kind of ridiculous walking around one on anyway. What a stab vest. I don't think this. I've missed that then. Hello, Finola. Yeah, this is awful news. Hello, Squirrel Sniper. Squirrel Sniper. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's him. Yeah. Okay. Now the microphones are out. So it's not going to be long now. So it looks like the police are going to be giving their update from literally outside the scene. Is this real? I don't know. What are people thinking? I mean, you know, is this a distraction from something else happening today? And people can laugh. I don't care. You got to look at everything. Look at every single scenario. Be completely open-minded before you make a decision. What else is happening today while we're all looking at this? We got Old Sausage Fingers is visiting a cancer centre. Yeah. Is it a double? And they don't want us paying no attention. I'm talking civilly. I've missed a load of all cops here have bulletproof vests. Yeah, they wear them here. I think stab vests, but they have to pay for them. Does anyone know that area of Essex? Is it a high crime rate area? I'm not saying this is an exact science, but just out of interest, is it? Anyone know what's happening with Russia? They won't talk about Russia because they know they're not winning. This is about. Do you know what, Orange? I think this is what I'm thinking. Is this about the sword ban? You can't help it, can you? You know, once you're awake and you know what's going on in the bless you in the West. God bless you. Get some antihistamines. Princess Kate is still nowhere to be seen yet. She's disappeared. Now there's reports. Just quickly while we're waiting for the update from the police, there are reports in Spanish media that she's in a coma. Actual MSM Spanish media, they're saying that Princess Kate has had a stroke and is a coma. So I think she's passed, and I think she passed a long time ago. And that video was a deep fake. I'm sorry, and I know people will be offended, but you can see it is. You can just see it. It's AI. You can Google AI videos online, and they're really good at it now. And I think they're just trying to bide some time. 28th of December, says Mara. Is that the day that Thomas guy got killed? Yeah, it's just really bizarre. What's AI saying? Oh, I think it was AI. Yeah, definitely. I thought you meant AI. I know, Jane. But who's going to believe her, eh? That's the thing, Jane. Who's going to believe the stroke? Well, that's what they're saying in Spanish media today. Disagree, and I am offended. Well, there you go, David Murphy. I apologise for offence caused, but offence is taken, not given. And I think she has. I can't keep a straight face. Oh my goodness, thank you. That says, is it Tom's or Tom? My eyesight's getting worse, Hi, Tamsin. Tom's 23. Yeah, it was fake, and we don't want to offend anybody, Like I don't want to upset people, I'm never mean to offend anybody, but I genuinely believe that video was fake. I hope I'm wrong. I hope she's alive and doing great. I think it's awful, but there's something not right with that family, that they're covering something up. Space Cat, all the while this is going. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. What is it you're talking about? Oh no, we're just talking about Kate. Oh, we're filling the time. We're waiting for the press conference. We're just talking about Kate. Fakey Katie. I think we're on day, is it 130 now, where she's not been seen? Let me just check. Hold on, where we are with it. Right. Just find out what day we're on with no Kate. Okay, I think we're on the day 126 now. Hold on. Okay, let me just grab something up a sec. Right, okay. So yesterday was day 125 of Fakey Katie Watch, and one of the really good researchers sent me this yesterday, and she says Spanish Mockingbird operatives. Big up to this lady, by the way. I won't say her name but I don't know if she wants to be anonymous, but she sends me updates daily on stuff. Spanish Mockingbird operatives claiming high treasonous Fakey Katie suffered a stroke. This is from Russia media, MSM, and was put in a coma. Now, again, I'm not saying this before people start having a fit and saying, you're saying Kate's having a stroke and you're saying, no, I'm not saying it, okay? Hannah is Ilford, London Borough off Redbridge. Yeah, you spotted that as well then, Mark. Yeah, that's all correct. The police do this on purpose, They've been saying it's going to be a few minutes for over half an hour. And old Benjamin Butterworth, look at him. He doesn't even look like a real copper, does he? He doesn't look real. He looks like he's an actor. You'll see him in a minute turn around, because I'm watching it on here, and there's a delay on the screen, what you're seeing. He just doesn't look. He'll come back in a minute. Hello, Glasgow Dave. Hello, John. Hanault, pronounced anal. Oh God, Hainault. Oh, I don't bloody know, you guys. Okay, so going back to this while we're filling some time, waiting for the press conference, an update from the police on this horrendous attack this morning. It says here that Spanish media, I'm quoting here, say that Katie suffered a stroke and was put in a coma. Okay, which for the masses to accept will be eventually linked to the old plague. So what they're saying is that they're going to say that, again, this is what I've just read, I'm not saying this. They're going to say that she had a reaction and they put her in a coma. Hello, Bev Love, because they're going to find out and discover that it was the old thing, and then that's how they're gonna pull it. That's what this is saying. I don't know whether that's true. I don't personally think that, because they're saying she's got cancer. And again, I hope that this isn't true. I hope that I've always liked her. I know people can laugh. I've always liked her. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's loads and loads of stuff orange that I'm not allowed to talk about. But that Raggy Omar on the news the other day, you wouldn't know this, Jane, because you're in America. But one of the veteran news readers was read the news out whilst clearly having some sort of heart attack. And I've got photographic evidence of him having his first and second. But again, this is why I want to get on Rumble. I've got a Rumble account, but I've tried to download the app, and all I'm getting is Rumble Studio. Anyone help me out? Has Rumble got an app other than just the studio app? Because there's so many things I want to talk about that I can't. I thought the elites didn't take the well. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe this is all a fake. I don't know. I thought he was. Yeah, it looked like something, didn't it, Miss Doglover? Okay, so this is what I'm being told here. Okay. So the Spanish media are reporting that she's had a stroke. The actual MSN says here, for the masses to accept that it will eventually be linked to the crown things we can't talk about, which Faker Katie and criminal William, the fake Prince of Peace, both promoted on everyone, remember. But this isn't the real truth, is what this lady's saying. It's true that she is dead. Okay. Now again, I'm quoting here, guys. I'm quoting. Right. So they claim she would be their Operation Paperclip, Troop in the Colour. Yeah, because she took over Troop in the Colour, didn't she? She become head of that. Then it was a no-show. Then they claimed she won't be making the Royal Trip in October, and then she was a no-show. They keep kicking the can down the road because they're all bankrupt. This is what this lady says. But the masses can't afford basics to live, which is true. But they're giving money to billions and billions is going to wars. It probably is orange. That's what I said. So who knows? So we're now on day 1 to 6. She's still missing. It says 126 here, but I'm reading 1 day 144. So whatever it is, she's still missing. Where is she? The photo was admittedly fake, so they bought out a video. I can get Rumble on a desktop on my phone, but it's atrocious. If anyone knows of any decent streamers that have got an app, see, I don't like DLive either. DLive is just annoying. What's happening? Can you give us an update? We're waiting for the police to give us an update. Hello, Linda Hamilton. There has been, for those of you that are coming in, there has been a sword attack in London this morning. 5 people have been stabbed. It said 7, now it's saying 5, including 2 police officers by a crazy guy with a sword. He rammed his car into a house. And then he went in and he stabbed 5 people. I'm not sure whether the police officers are included in that or whether they're as well. I'm not sure. They keep changing it. So we're just waiting for the police to confirm. The guy was a 36-year-old. Hello, Sawan. I was thinking about you the other day. This is getting really bizarre. I was thinking about you and somebody else. And then that person emailed me last night. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking about them. Where are they? I hope they're okay. Because when people just disappear, I think, right, have I upset them? Like I've just upset David. Which was it? David Murphy. I've just offended. Have I upset them, or are they okay? Has something happened to them? And I was just thinking about this person yesterday, and he gets in touch with me, and he's not been well. I'm not going to go into any details unless he gives me permission to. And I was thinking about Sawan last week. I wonder where Sawan's gone. And there they are. Okay, so an update. We're waiting for the police, but what we know so far, we just refresh the page in case anything's different, in case it's changed. Just give me a sec. Just refreshing. Okay, so far, all we know is that this guy has not been named. A 36-year-old man is in custody. He drove his car into a house in Essex around 7 a.m. this morning, in a place called, oh God, Hailnut. Is that it? Okay, he attacked 5 people, including 2 police officers. He went on a rampage with a sword. Someone videoed it. We've watched the video. I'm not going to play it again because I don't want to miss this press conference. It's going to come on at any moment. They keep changing it to like minutes and shortly. They're going to be there soon, so let's just hold off. What else have we got? So this was near Chigwell in Essex this morning. This guy, he looks to be of Eastern European descent, but again, I might be wrong. That's just my opinion. And apparently this guy had driven into a house in the Thurlow Gardens area. Police were reportedly stabbed at the property before the man went on to attack other members of the public and 2 police officers. So I don't know whether he stabbed anybody at the property because it says that he stabbed members of the public. The underground was immediately locked down, the London Underground in that area. One resident said that a body was on the ground. She saw a body on the ground as she hid by her window, while a man wielding a sword shouted, "Do you believe in God?" Okay, we've got some new eyewitness statements coming in now, guys. Listen to this, okay? So what you're seeing on your screen there, I'm not seeing chat now. What you see on your screen there, we're just waiting. This is outside. We're waiting for the police to give us a full update. But I'm just getting more information coming in. And there was another witness come forward. Do you believe in God outside her house? So she must live over the road or next door. So she was hiding by her window. She must have been indoors. And he was outside her house shouting with a sword. Can you imagine this? This is like my worst nightmare. Do you believe in God outside a house? Do you know when all that London thing happened? Do you remember the London terrorist attacks? We had like 3 in it. We had like the Manchester, and then we had the London Bridge, and then we had another one, didn't we, where they were running around the markets and stuff. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. We're on. Sound.
Provide more information as soon as we can. We do not believe there is.
No, it's on. We're just on a delay. That's
all. We are not looking for more suspects. This incident does not appear to be. We're going to interrupt you.
I'm the East Area BCU Commander, responsible for policing this area of London. I'm going to be making a statement about the events that happened here this morning. It is a prepared statement, and afterwards I won't be taking any questions, and if I do, I'll be referring back to the information in the statement, purely because this is a very fast-moving incident, and we will, of course, share as much information as we can when we get the detail and we can share it. You will be aware that a serious incident occurred here at this location this morning. Police and ambulance services were called and deployed to a number of casualties. It is with great sadness that I confirm that one of those injured in the incident, a 13-year-old boy, has died from their injuries.
Oh, no.
He was taken to hospital after being stabbed and sadly died a short while after.
Oh, my God.
The child's family are being supported, firstly by my local officers and now with some specialist officers, and everyone across the Met is keeping them in our thoughts at this unimaginably difficult time. The events of this morning are truly horrific, and I cannot even begin to imagine how those affected must be feeling. My thoughts are with the injured, their families, and the wider community as we all begin to come to terms with what has happened and try to understand what has happened here. I know that there will be, clearly and understandably, a desire for answers and an explanation as to what happened. Our investigation is in its very early stages, and my officers are working right now to establish the full facts as a priority, and we will share what we can when we can with the wider community and, of course, with yourselves. A 36-year-old is currently in custody. He was tasered here at the scene and arrested 22 minutes after the first call was made to police shortly before 7 a.m. this morning. I want to confirm at present that we do not believe there is any ongoing threat to the wider public, and we're not seeking any other persons. The incident does not appear to be linked to any act of terrorism. We know now that during the incident, 5 people were injured, 3 members of the public and 2 of my local officers who were responding to the call. 2 of those members of the public remain in hospital. Thankfully, their injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The 2 Met police officers are also currently in hospital with stab wounds. Both require surgery and have significant injuries, but we believe at this stage that they were not life-threatening. I commend the incredible bravery of not just the police officers, but the other emergency responders who came to this scene this morning. I would ask anyone with information or any footage that would help us with this investigation to share that and call 101, please. I know the families of those involved, the local and wider community, and many across London will want to know why this terrible incident occurred. And it's our job to find that out, and we will. I am committed to providing those answers when we can, and I would ask for some patience while this important work is carried out. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Bell, was the man arrested yesterday?
The male was arrested this morning at the scene.
Was he previously arrested?
I'm not going to be commenting on any of those questions other than the information that I've released. We will share that information when we feel it's appropriate and when we know the answers. Okay. So we do not believe this to be a targeted attack, and we are establishing the circumstances at the moment.
It was
Okay, thank you.
Well, there we have it. The news that terribly sadly a 13-year-old boy has died as a result of this incident. 2 further members of the public remain.
That's just horrendous. Wow. A child. 13-year-old boy. Did you hear that at the end? Did you hear that, folks? I don't know whether you heard that at the end. Someone said, was this a targeted attack? Hello, Elaine. Do you? Okay, and what's it like there? Out of interest. I'm not... The thing is, it can happen anywhere. It could happen. I'm not saying that it would happen anywhere more than, you know, I'm in shock. I'll bring an update on Kate at some point. I just haven't, because of my leg injury, I've not been streaming, you know. That's why I've not been. It's really difficult. I'm sat here and I don't want to be a moaner, but to sit here and talk to you is extremely painful because I've got a really serious knee injury. And even though it's my knee, I'm still sat in a I'm just going to get that off because I don't want to show the video because it's the BBC and they'll strike me. But excuse me, I'm just getting, the BBC have got the most up-to-date stuff here at the moment, so I'm just checking that out now. Yeah, it's very painful when I'm sat here because I've got my laptop and I've got my leg out with my bad knee, and it's really uncomfortable sat here like this. So I won't be sitting here for much longer. I am going to be going on live shortly in the garden. Right. Just checking chat now. See what people are saying in chat. This is awful. RIP. By the way, folks, if you're watching, please hit the like if you enjoy the content. Dislike if you don't. Hope you'll feel better soon. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, someone. It's horrendous. But I just want you guys to know as well, for those of you that don't know, I've not been streaming. I have been popping in the garden and streaming just to keep in touch with you guys and let you see the animals. But I have had a really serious injury and I'm in a lot of pain with my leg. So this is why I'm sort of struggling to sit here for long. I'm on my bed with my legs sort of up. So this is the breaking news, guys. We were talking about the attack. Apologies for the delay. We were waiting for that press conference. So if you're coming in or if you're watching on the replay and it's taken, I've tried it, yeah. But this knee thing, it's acute. It's new. It's new. I fell over. Right, so I'm just checking something now. Okay, so if you're just coming in and we've been on for 55 minutes and you're thinking, why has she waffled on about all this sort of stuff? I give a media update, and then I did have to talk about other stuff because there was we were waiting for the press conference. We've only just found out about the boy. It's just horrendous. So what we know so far is that this car drove into the house, and we got some very important information right at the end. Right, literally at the end of that press conference, it was very telling. So he did say he weren't going to answer any questions, but he did. He answered a question, and they said, was this a targeted attack? Because if you're going to drive a car into a house, hello, Matthew, and stab people, you would, hello, Sweet Food, and you would immediately think that that was a targeted attack, whether it was a drug deal gone wrong or someone is mad at somebody. That is your thought, isn't it? But they're saying it wasn't. Alan Chadwick says, break down the numbers. It's too soon, you know, like my immediate thought were it's a terrorist attack. Then I started thinking, is it a psyop to distract us from the big thing that's come out today about the older shot that's come out today? But because we've just been told, hello UK lady, we've just been told that the 13-year-old has died. So I'm not even going to go there with working out numbers, because someone's died. Yeah, so one of the witnesses said that she was in the window and she heard this. She looked out the window and there was a man with a sword shouting, do you believe in God? Right, we've got another video here. This is on the BBC. Okay, you ready for this, folks? Let me just make this big. Just going to link it first. Again, I'm using all of this footage under fair use. I'm doing my own stream. I am pausing. I am talking over this content. I am not monetized. I'm not making any money. It's just purely a hobby. So here we go.
Come here! Drop the sword! Easy, easy.
There's a woman there.
Over there. Come this way!
Look at him! You guys seeing this, yeah?
Come on! Oi! Oi! Come this way!
You still seeing?
Yeah. Oi!
Someone must be hanging out
Going
the
in people's
window.
gardens, man. Lock your doors! Lock your doors! Everyone, lock your doors! He sounds like he's going out a side gate or something on the other side.
I'm going to watch that again. So this is the police. Now, though, I think, I can't confirm, but I think this is when after the stabbings, because what's going on, Jane? Yeah, I do feel for the police. 2 police officers have been stabbed. They're all in surgery. They're in surgery. They're not life threatening at this moment. So this is on the BBC. I've just linked it. Someone called Tom Illing has sent this in. Now, how he's filming it, I don't know. It's because he's not a police officer, so he must have just been with them, because there's the attacker there. So we're just going to watch this 1-minute clip again in case you've missed it. Okay, so there he is, and these are the police. Now it says that it was 5 or 6 people, including a woman police officer, who held him down. So I'm thinking this is after the police were stabbed. I don't know. Can't say for definite.
Come here!
That must be a member of the public.
Come here!
Gotta be filming this.
Drop the sword! Easy, easy. Over there.
They should have a gun.
Come this way. Come on. Oi! Oi! Come this way.
You still see him?
Yeah.
Why are we buffering? I don't know why, but that video's buffering, so I've come out of it. What are people saying in chat? This is awful, folks. Yeah, Alan, you could be right, okay? I'm not, like, I just... yeah, I'm just having a quick look at the chat. I don't know what's going on. But hello everybody, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Is Furry Slippers here? Paolo's here. Hello everybody. Hi everyone. Hi Bev. So I'm going to keep looking for the latest on this, so just bear with me. Is there any more videos? That video's just come out, I think. The guy at the scene, I know we watched this at the beginning, but this is the guy at the scene. Now, I don't know whether this was after attacking. This might have been before any attacks. People are saying there's no blood on the sword. Let's just, what can I slow it down? Okay, I can do no speed, turn the sound off. Okay, so there he is. Now, the person who sent this in, that credit to them, where's the car? Apparently he drove a car into a house and then he stabbed 3 members of the public and 2 police officers. I can't see any blood, but it's too blurry to see. Is this a case of this was before it happened? Is this the house that he rammed his car into? Because I can't see the car. I don't know. But if you were watching, why are we buffering? Am I buffering? Is anybody else buffering, or is it just me? It might just be me. I don't know. Just let me know, guys. I can't get into my stream because they might take us down, you see. Anyone buffering? No buffering. Okay, it must be me then. Sorry, it must be my internet. So an eyewitness said that this might be the eyewitness actually. She said that she was cowering at her window and this man was outside her window with a sword shouting, "Do you believe in God?" Honestly, it was completely buffering. I couldn't do anything. Anyway, okay, so I've slowed this down. Can you imagine? Now, remember those terrorist attacks in 2017? ask out. I was absolutely terrified. I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking that someone was going to be at my window shouting Allah Akbar. I'm not joking. It looks like he's smiling. There he is. There's the baddie. He's got a sort of Eastern European look. Or Syrian, maybe. Albanian, Persian, that sort of area. I don't know. I might be wrong. So we're just going to be getting the latest on this breaking story. I think the BBC website's slowing down my computer, you know. Hi, Ted. I had a chap doing that one night, banging on my door. Really? That's so scary. Back, just had first delivery of the day. He was praying on my doorstep. What the hell? Apologies for that, guys. It was buffering. I don't know why. So we do know now that a 13-year-old boy has lost his life. We don't know any details. Hello, Terry Knowles Band again. We don't. Yeah, it's Eastern, isn't it? And the sharp nose and everything. He's got that look. But remember, in 100 and so years, guys, there won't be another look. There won't be a look. There just won't be a look because well, the West, there won't be a look. The East, they're okay. They all stay with their own kind and they all look the same. Yeah, well, it does though. This is what I'm saying. We're just about still in a time where you can look at somebody and get an idea where they're from. Just about in that time. You get 100 years, you won't be able to do that unless it's like China or. I know, sunny day. It's devastating. We've just heard it. We were watching it live. The thing is, though, he was avoiding questions, but that's normal. During a press conference like that, they're not going to answer any questions. He's got to be really, really careful. He's white. I say white. I think is Eastern European, so they do class that as white, I think. The footage of walking around the front of the house as a victim on the ground in the street. Really? I didn't notice that. Okay. No. So apparently this wasn't targeted. That's all we know. The police officer got asked right at the end, was this a targeted attack? And I don't think he was supposed to answer that because he said before that, I will not be answering any questions. And yet he answered that question and he said no. So it's looking like it wasn't a targeted attack. No, right at the end, Mara, of that press conference, I waited. I didn't cut it off. I waited because somebody asked a question, was this a targeted attack? And he said no. Now, he did say he wasn't going to, oh, really, rogue trooper? Yeah, Eastern European, Polish, Albanian, that sort of look. They blame mental illness for everything now. We've all got most of us have got mental. I've got my own mental health problems. I don't go around stabbing people, you know. But yeah, so he said it wasn't targeted and he was not known. So he has chosen a house and drove into a house. And an eyewitness has said that she looked out the window and there was a man standing outside her house with a sword screaming, "Do you believe in God?" It's just horrendous, isn't it? So that poor family, all of them, obviously the child passing is the worst part of it. But the terror for those people, having that, you just imagine you sat there at 7 a.m. getting ready for work, school. The kid would have been getting ready for school. He's 13 years old. Hi, Dave. And he gets stabbed. 36-year-old. Very good point, MK Ultra. 360s. Yeah, I've just got to be careful. I've got to be respectful of the family because it's just happened today and a few hours ago. We've just found out a 13-year-old boy has died. We know that there are 2 police officers requiring surgery in hospital. I don't want to be insensitive or anything like that to what's happened today. It is horrific. Absolutely horrific. They need to open back. I agree, David. I've been saying this for a while. They do. And again, that is, and I don't want to go into politics too much, but that is another socialist idea that was good. I'm not a socialist, but far from it. But capitalism has shut down all the children's homes. It's all the care homes are now owned by private companies. All the carers, home help, private companies, not government run. They shut down the asylums. The state have just sold off everything to private companies. And now we've got all these lunatics walking around the streets. It doesn't work. I believe that the railway should be nationalised, that we should open up the asylums. It should all be run by central government, not by these private companies who are giving contracts, who just, it's all about the shareholders. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Glenn's saying as soon as I heard 36. Look, folks, we don't know. We just don't know. Terry Knowles banned again. It could just be that he was a nutter, but he was shouting, "Do you believe in God?" to strangers outside their houses. But yeah, we need to open up the asylum. There's a lot of people that would normally be in an insane asylum that are allowed to go onto social media and terrorize people and go around the streets and terrorize people. News will use, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there because my leg's really painful and I need to go and move it and take some painkillers. Then I'm going to pop outside shortly in the garden. I'll probably do it on the other channel because then I want to leave this up as my latest live stream so that people can come in and get an update. Apologies for those of you that's had to sit here and wait for the press conference. We had to wait for the police officer to come out. Obviously, any more comes out during the day, I will let you guys know. And I'll update you as and when. And I'm just heartbroken for that boy. When I heard it, my heart just sunk. I wasn't expecting that. And I don't think any of you was expecting that either. You know, a child being killed. Thank you, Matthew. I'll find out a lot more soon, but I'll update you on my knee when I get outside. So keep an eye out on the Curious Bunny. I'm going to pop on. Yeah, I'm not going to be on here because I want to leave this up. But yeah, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon over on the Curious Bunny. I'm just going to be outside, and then I'll probably do it as a members only after for the replay. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, guys. Take care, and speak soon.